Now, our next guest today is a household name in pretty much every continent around the globe. Her powerful lungs have mesmerised fans all over, mainly in audiences, making her one of the most successful female singers on the planet. Her life has definitely been as eventful as her vocal cords, and her latest chapter sees her story, sees her as a judge on the panel for Channel 5's sizzling new summer talent show, Don't Stop Believing.
Triple platinum selling recording artist, Anastacia.
Worldwide. How did their vocals stand up tonight?
Your vocals were spot on. They were great.
Please welcome Anastacia. Nice to see you. How are you doing?
Very good.
Fabulous.
Thank you.
How are you enjoying the show?
I'm enjoying this show right now after your bubble station. Oh my God. I was like, okay, I want to be in it. Yeah. I could have been in that little thing with you.
No, I know, but I wouldn't have let you.
Oh. That would have been a brilliant scene, though. Like mud wrestling, but in bubbles.
Yeah, it could have worked. It could have worked.
Well, actually, I meant your show. How are you enjoying your show?
I am actually really enjoying the show. It's quite an exciting event to be part of. I love being part of something new. In music, really, it's choirs and kind of triple threats. As far as the dancing, singing, putting theater.
Do you find it difficult to be critical of the performances?
You know, I think that it's just, there's a way to be critical, I believe, without being cruel.
Yeah.
You know, and
constructive criticism.
Right, where it's like, you know, I mean, what I say it's not God's word, but I am there to be honest about what I've just seen. So that really is the ultimate part, I guess, of a judge, you know.
And is it true you haven't necessarily seen any of the auditions so far? So you're seeing it absolutely fresh, just like the audience.
Right, I'm seeing it that way. It's, you know, we just sort of have to be as literal, you don't want to shame them and have them screaming off stage, but which could be good television.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think that just isn't really
But it's very different, isn't it, from all the other ones, the X Factor and all of that, because you're dealing with actors as well.
You're dealing with people that aren't necessarily focused 100% on singing.
Yeah.
So it's not exactly about the highest note you can hit or anything like that. It really is incorporating the theater aspect and movement into your group band, whatever they actually have. Some people are
like a whole production,
60 people deep in a choir, and some are 5 people.
Because really, that is what it's about at the end of the day. It's the whole package.
Yes,
because
it is.
I mean, a singing contest, fabulous, and there are people with amazing voices, but a lot of the time, it's whether you can act, sing, dance, you know, shuffle.
However, the winner of last night's show, which is really, you know, quite one of those things that just throws us all for a loop, the voters voted for a group that were very young kids, like 13 years old, from group homes, that really just had an honesty and a purity to who they were. And I just really have to say that they plucked the heartstrings of every single person in London.
You didn't choose the winners, it's the public, is it?
Yeah, they chose the initial winners. Then what we get to do is the second runner-up and third, as far as the votes, we then get to sort of do a wild card, which is we make them do their performance again, sort of perform for us. We can choose which one we think is great, that they can go into the finals.
What do they get at the end? What's the ultimate prize?
The ultimate prize of the actual winner of the contest gets to record an album with quite well-known producer, and then as far as we have another thing within the group, within the actual whole series, is we have a thing called Supergroup, which is something that's an ongoing group that just grows as the show continues, the 6 weeks that it continues. We have a pod that is based, you could check on the Don't Stop Believing website, but we have a pod that people will go in, audition for, and you could do this today, wherever the pod is. I think it's in Liverpool and then maybe Nottingham, and audition and possibly be on the show this Sunday.
Okay.
So we are putting together our own supergroup that's just no big deal, just trying to show you that, groups can be put together.
Sure.
You just find people that love to sing and love to dance and love to do this, There's some real talented people out there.
We were talking earlier as well about, about various topics. I don't know if you were listening.
I
Now,
was.
obviously, men feature fairly highly on this program. We saw some prime examples earlier on in the bubble pit.
Yeah.
We were talking as well about competitiveness and who's good at driving and are you a good driver? Are you a good backseat driver? Are you?
You know what? I'm a great driver in my country. Your country, y'all might be like, girl. I can barely cross a street in your country without getting hit.
Is that
I'm
because
like,
you're
left,
looking...
right, left? I don't, we're in the other side in America, so.
I'm talking about being the other way around, with role reversals in terms of men and women. Where do you stand on the whole, if you're the breadwinner and say you have a partner who isn't? How do things work in your house?
I think that it's really one of those things. We're going through a recession. Life is it is where we are. If that happens to a couple, if that is what is happening to relationships, you really do have to just take it as it comes. You have a family. The prime support is to get the bread on the table, wherever it comes from. If you are married, it shouldn't matter. And I know that it's harder for men to be in that role because they're expected to be. It's just been for so long, since the beginning of time. They've taught
now
men.
You're single. What would you look for? Would you look for success, or money, or looks, or what would you want?
I'm not looking. Right. So there you go. I think, and seen.
Anastacia, I think you're onto a winner there. Don't look and you will find. It's Anastacia, everyone. Okay, that's your lot for today. We're back tomorrow when we'll be chatting to Ugly Betty star Michael Urie and the TV veteran who's going to back to her consumer roots. That's Esther Ranson. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back with my own teeth in 12:30 on ITV1. See you then.